Hola, Splendidos, it's Andy. I'm at Cannes Island in Leipzig for the Millionaires Club Comic Festival. Let's go inside and check it out. So the Millionaires Club is an annual event held across town from the massive Leipzig Book Fair, which have a more commercialized comic fair of their own. This festival celebrates zines, independent publishing, other graphic and print mediums. They have guest speakers from other countries who discuss things as diverse as workers' rights, sexism in the comic industry, the rise of risograph printing. They have a market where you can flip through books and meet with authors who are happy to discuss their work with you. Besides sequential art, you can also find books of all manner of print and design, also posters, many types of materials are represented. It's also a popular networking location for artists and illustrators in the independent publishing spheres. Cannes Island is a cultural center in the Konnewitz neighborhood in Leipzig, and it's a long-time, well-known meeting place for left ideas and for pop culture and subculture and for youth. Its history does include being a center for the Hitler Youth and then later for the Free German Youth in the former East Germany. Today they have this skate park here. They're a self-governing cultural center with multi-purpose facilities and active event halls promoting culture. We were lucky enough to catch Georgy Eliev discussing comics in Russia.
Cities really far away from each other, and that kind of isolates you from the other country, the outer world. And what is even more bad, that people just for some reason can't communicate with each other, like do some stuff together.
It is very important to have some activity, some uniting activity in the center of the country, because everything usually happens in Moscow or St. Petersburg. So if you do something in the center, like in Siberia, it's good. You can like have people coming from both sides, and it's not really expensive for them to travel to your event. We've made the Russian editions of Klaus by Richard Short and Phoenix by Zani Slimesha. There is not much independent, really cool works published in Russian language, so I decided we need to bring more weird comics in Russian, because not a lot of people can read German or English. I've been contacted by very famous feminist illustrator from Moscow, and she wanted to join the show, to visit Tumen, to make a workshop, to see the people, like have a talk with them.
I think that example of doing comics together like inspired people to they realized that there is a lot of people, creative people around, and you can practice with them any kind of art you want.
I stopped by some tables to chat with some of the artists about their work.
My name's Fred. My name's Don. And together we're King Louis Lab. Yeah, we got it here. Good job.
You guys are from London?
Yeah, we're from London. We're coming to America. Yeah, we're doing North American tour like 2019, like full, like just get our comics out there. Yeah, it's good. Like every time you go, say like in the worst scenario, you only sell one comic. Like just having one person who otherwise would never have read it, reading it, is just the best thing. Yeah. Plus we can get like our drip, like this is the t-shirt. Yeah. We've got the bandana, like get the drip, like people wearing it. Like, we try and get everyone to like tell us what they thought, that sort of thing. Also sometimes they like pick up the book, they laugh at one bit, they don't laugh at another bit, and then you just like learn over time what works, what doesn't.
I'm here with Charlie, who is an artist for Sputnik Cat Publishing House in Moscow,
This is one of the most popular but tiny events, and we have a market here. We sell our works, and this is a great place to meet new artists. I was raised on classic art. This is my, those are my roots. I just draw with paper, I feel it and I love it, and it's better for expressing emotions because it just has its own life and way of being. So it's what you want to achieve, more controlled media or something that can have its own life. And
maybe ask you, how are comics in the hierarchy of art in Russia? Are they considered sort of a diminished art form, or they're very highly regarded?
Well, they're starting to climb the ladder, I would say. Just recently, maybe 5 years, we started to have more publishing houses and they concentrate on comics more, but it's still very young and a lot of people don't know what to do with it, or people don't know how to read them even. The fun part is I was going to apply for fine art instead of illustration, but whether fine art, you just throw it out there and you don't care how people are gonna perceive it or what they're gonna think. And illustration is more like caring about that communication and trying to say something. And for me, comics are a great way to say something I cannot express with my words.
The written word has borders because of languages, but
yes, exactly, because not everyone understands. It's actually why I love ballet as well, but this is a different story.
Ballet? Also.
Yeah, because...
So you're comparing comics with ballet?
Because they don't have words, they express everything with their bodies and exaggerate it, so just people get it 100%.
Sure.
Oh, we always have something coming up. We have Personage 4 coming out soon. We have at least 4 new books with different artists boiling up. We already have a plan and schedule, so just keep an eye on us. We're cool.
Comics is really underappreciated in Russia, and I felt like it's a medium for doing whatever you want, because no one's really expecting anything from you, so you're basically free to express yourself. When you're drawing comics or doing design or anything using that requires you to work alone in your home, this is really important to get out of the house and visit the shows, visit the festival, visit different people. We're now talking, it's my first time in Germany and I'm so excited because there was a lot of people that showed up at my table and we had some great conversations, and that feels amazing because that helps me to get out of the shell and be more open and learn more. When you're investing in your works, in your own stuff, which doesn't mean the immediate response or immediate money or salary or steady job or anything like that. It's really inspiring and aspiring for me to get some help from people around, because it means to me that what I'm doing is important and other people seeing the value in what I'm doing. And I think that's even more important for me than when I'm putting out the new book or new comic. The social response is more important for me.